Firefighters and breathing apparatus operators found the local restaurant fully involved in fire. Thanks to the swift response and great efforts of the crews, the fire was contained to the one building, preventing further spread to neighbouring properties.
The structure and its contents are a total loss. The cause is under investigation. The Parklands are in the spotlight again, this time regarding their role in the Adelaide Fringe. The two most popular venues, the Garden of Unearthly Delights and Gluttony, are based in the East Parklands. But there's talk the rising cost of fees imposed by the Adelaide City Council may see them up sticks and move elsewhere in 2024. Australia's political leaders have paused to acknowledge the victims of a fatal bus crash in the Hunter Valley. Zach De Silva is in Canberra.
All sides of Parliament have come together for a moment's silence in honour of the 10 people killed when their bus overturned on the way back from a wedding. Members of local sports teams, a mother and daughter and a junior doctor are among the dead. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says it's an unimaginable tragedy.
Today we pause to mark a loss beyond words.
Opposition leader Peter Dutton has added the nation is grieving.
This tragedy reinforces to all of us to never take our precious relationships for granted.
The federal government says it'll offer whatever support it can to those affected.
Labor Senator Katie Gallagher maintains she did not mislead Parliament over her knowledge about a rape allegation. The opposition believes Senator Gallagher had been aware of the claims for weeks before they became public in 2021. She says that's not true and was only made aware of the matter a couple of days before it hit the media. Senator Gallagher argues she kept the claims confidential on request of the alleged victim, Brittany Higgins. A 22-year-old soldier is believed to have been injured in an ammunition accident at the Puckapunyal Army Base north of Melbourne. The female soldier is being treated by paramedics. It's not known if her injuries are serious. Hague's Chocolates is on a recruiting drive, and you don't even need a CV. They're looking for people to work in their newest warehouse in Salisbury, opening soon. And Roncie Briggs from Hague's says there are some perks which come with the job.
The benefits of working for us, whether it's in our manufacturing teams, retail or head office. When you are on site, you do get to enjoy as much Hague's Chocolates as you wish. So it's absolutely there for our employees to enjoy.
And Michael Bublé is in town as part of his national tour. He'll perform at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre tonight and tomorrow night. Now turning to 5AA sport, Richmond Premiership player Marlon Pickett won't play against St Kilda this weekend after he was arrested and charged over allegations of stealing more than $380,000 during a string of burglaries of commercial properties. Alex Riddell reports.
Richmond CEO Brendan Gale has fronted the media here at Punt Road this afternoon, revealing Marlon Pickett wanted to play this Saturday, but the club decided it was best if he didn't and for him to spend time with his family. However, Gale expects Pickett to return to the side in their game against Brisbane after next week's bye and to continue to train.
And he'll be turning up and engaging and turning up to work. We think that's really important.
The Richmond CEO says he was shocked when he first found out about the allegations, but says it's important to remember they are just allegations. The 31-year-old is facing 12 charges, including stealing, criminal damage to a property and aggravated burglary. Pickett will face court again on August 21, but Gale doesn't expect the case to be resolved for a significant amount of time.
Denver has won its first ever NBA championship, defeating Miami 94-89 in Game 5 to take the series 4-1. And Australia's cricketers are now preparing for the Ashes opener against England at Edgbaston on Friday night after claiming the World Test Championship final against India. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon, got a few passing showers, so take it easy on damp roads on the drive home. Look out for a single vehicle smash at Wollaston. It's on the north-south motorways you're heading inbound. Busy in a couple of spots, including Ocean Boulevard at Seacliff Park, also South Road at Edwardstown. Agard Lane closed at Hilton, the Savo, St Donald Bradman Drive near Pearson Street, speeds at 25. Cameras, Anzac Highway, Ashford and Baden Terrace at O'Sullivan Beach. Mega Sealed seals and repairs your leaking shower or balcony without removing tiles. It's the cost-effective solution you've been searching for. Visit megaseal.com.au now. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast: showers this afternoon, a shower or two tomorrow 17, the same on Thursday, then sunny on Friday 18. Right now it's 13 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
An SA mother and her daughter victims of the New South Wales bus crash. The Salisbury East man facing jail for pointing a laser toy to amuse pets straight at the police helicopter. An explosion in side hustles, the second jobs making Aussies extra cash, and how simple changes to using your appliances could slash your power bills. I'm Kate Collins. The full story on 9 News tonight at 6.
See Differently needs your help today. For our beautiful little puppies to become guide or assistance dogs, it costs tens of thousands of dollars each. That's why we need your support. It takes 2 years, a huge amount of training and the support of volunteers to make them the heroes of tomorrow, ready to change someone's life forever. RSB is now called See Differently and we ask you to do the same. Please donate today. Go to seedifferently.org.au and make a difference.
If you thought it was tricky to source a great end of financial year deal on a new Volkswagen, think again. Mawson Lakes Volkswagen has loaded up on new stock. That's a massive range of new and demo Volkswagens available for delivery right now. Loads of colours, loads of options, plus on-site finance options available. Get in now and secure your new Volkswagen before the end of financial year. Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, just a short drive from the city.
Hi, Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. Now more than ever, you need an agent who's not just out for a quick sale. You need someone who can stand their ground to ensure you're maximising your home's potential. There's a good reason Toop and Toop is defying market trends and continuing to deliver premium outcomes for its clients. With a history spanning almost 40 years and a team of unrivalled experience, Toop and Toop knows what it takes to maximise your results in any selling conditions. Visit toop.com.au to find out more.
At Harvey Norman, get 60 months interest-free, no deposit finance from Latitude Financial Services and receive a bonus gift card up to $1,000. That's a bonus $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend on interest-free purchases. Shop our huge range. Everything you need for your home and lifestyle with 60 months interest-free. No deposit, no interest with 60 monthly repayments. And receive a bonus gift card up to $1,000. T's and C's, fees, charges and product exclusions apply. Participating Latitude credit cards only. New customers must be approved. Minimum finance amount $1,000.
Things need topping up from time to time, including your COVID-19 protection. Even if you've been vaccinated, boosters can top up your defences and reduce the risk of serious COVID illness. If you're an adult and it's 6 months since your last COVID vaccination or infection, you can now get the latest vaccine. Top up your COVID protection. Visit health.gov.au/top-up to book your free booster or to find out more. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
If your business needs finance fast, speak to Universal Finance right now. Universal Finance make business loans easy. Unsecured business loans and business overdrafts. Universal Finance can help your business now with same-day settlements in most cases. See Universal Finance in Kent Town or search Universal Finance. This is general advice only, and you should consider the terms and conditions before determining whether this advice is suitable for your situation.
Jade Robran, talking Adelaide on 1395 5AA.
Riding along in my automobile, my baby beside me at the wheel. I stole a kiss at the turn of a mile, my curiosity running wild.
Welcome back to Afternoons. It's 10 minutes past 3 o'clock. Welcome to the Car Show with our good mates from drive.com.au. Joining us is James Ward. Hi James, how are you going?
Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm excellent, thank you very much. You've been a busy team there at drive.com.au looking at Australia's best value cars in 2023. What are they?
Yeah, we have gone through every single car available on the market today. We've cut off anything that cost more than $120,000 because we figure if you're spending more than that, value's not your number one. We've taken away things that are two-seaters like sports cars or cab chassis utes because we figure they're either, not really again a value purchase or they're being purchased by a business. And then what that's left us with is 940 different cars.
Whoa.
And we've taken a look at the key costs. We've taken finance out of this because obviously if you buy your car outright or if you finance your car or you do it through your home, everybody's different. So we've sort of parked that for a minute and we'll circle back to that in a couple of weeks. But we've looked at servicing costs, registration costs, insurance costs, and then the biggest cost of all is your fuel, and whether that's petrol, electricity, or a combination of both. And basically, the results have come up pretty favourably for any form of electrification. And the number one car, shopping for value, the best value car to run in Australia is a Toyota Yaris hybrid hatchback. So this is the little Toyota small city hatchback, but with a hybrid driveline. And it means it's just tremendously frugal. It's cheap to service. It's cheap to insure. It basically is the minimal cost car. And then running through the list, we've seen a number of other hybrid models, different trim levels of the Yaris Cross, which is Toyota's little SUV, again in a hybrid. There's a couple of electrics in there, and I'll touch on electric in a tick. But basically what it's showing is for value, smaller cars are better. Hybridisation or electrification is better if you're looking at that. But for larger cars, and we can cut all this data, we've got a great little widget on the drive.com.au website. You can search for any car. It'll show you all the results. But if you're looking for a larger family SUV or something like that, diesel is the way to go. And some of the interesting things we've seen is with the electric cars, they cost you a fraction of what it costs to run a petrol car. We've run it on 22 cents a kilowatt hour, which is what you kind of pay through your home electricity. You may pay less if you've got solar. You may pay a bit more if you're charging it in public. But the thing that really kills them is the insurance. And so Teslas, cheap to run, but they are monstrous on insurance. Whereas some of the other cars, the cheapest electric car is the Hyundai Kona, the little SUV, because it uses the same headlights and windscreen and bits and pieces as a regular Kona. So you've got all these shared components that make it a lot more affordable to insure.
Why are Teslas so expensive to insure?
It's one of those things. Some insurance companies won't even touch them. So basically it comes down to cost and time of repairing the parts. So, insurance companies, it's all about risk management, and they look at it and go, if you put even say you have a minor traffic accident in a Tesla and you might need a new bit of bonnet or a fender and a headlight, and you've got carbon fibre, you've got expensive to manufacture components in that car that are expensive to fix and difficult to fix. So the cost of maintaining that car from an insurance perspective goes right up. And we've seen some of them, the Model Y, it's one of the cheapest cars to run, but it's one of the most expensive to insure. So it kind of throws out the average pretty much every way you look at it.
We've got a message here from Mary. I love this one. She says, Jade, I can't call right now because I'm grandma-ing my little ones. Could you please ask James for a recommendation for a car for $15,000, please?
So $15,000, you're going to be looking at a second-hand car. We would always say that your best option for second-hand reliability is to buy a Toyota, basically. But if you can find a car that still has factory warranty, and Kia, for example, have been offering a 7-year warranty now for over 7 years. So you could find a 4-year-old Kia like a Rio or a Kia Cerato, which is a relatively affordable car, brand new, that may be 3 to 4 years old, should sit in that sort of teens price range and still have a warranty left on it. And something like that would be definitely where I would look.
Brilliant. All right, I want to ask you, Subaru Outback or Toyota RAV4?
Look, we've actually run that exact comparison on the drive.com.au website last week. We RAV4 versus an Outback. I tell you what, you're dealing with both excellent cars there. On the good side for the Toyota, you can get the RAV as a hybrid, so it can be a very, very efficient car to run. The Subaru can be a bit more thirsty that way, but then flip it around in terms of practicality and sort of comfort and even the technology. The Subaru comes with some amazing stuff in it. You've got a lot of space in there. It's got what they call eyesight technology. So you've got these cameras that are looking out to help you with all of the safety systems and driver assistance systems, and they're just lovely to drive. So if you can find a hybrid Toyota, you're going to save a bit of money to run. But I tell you what, most of the people I know who own Outbacks would never look at anything else. It's a terrific car and it will serve you very well.
James, we are going to take a very short break. If you would like to join the car show and ask James from drive.com.au any questions at all about any cars, 8223 0000.
The District is Adelaide's best sports bar. Horse racing, the footy, UFC, soccer, NBA, State of Origin and more. All on our 20-metre video wall. And check for daily food deals Thursday to Sunday. The District, Level 1 Sky City.
Treat yourself to a winter getaway and unlock something extraordinary, a complimentary minibar. Book direct with participating SA Weekend Escapes hotels this winter and enjoy a free minibar upon arrival. Discover some of South Australia's hidden gems, from Berry to Victor Harbour to Kangaroo Island and more. Immerse yourself in picturesque landscapes, indulge in gourmet delights and embrace unique experiences. Visit saweekendescapes.com.au to unlock your free minibar and embrace the magic of South Australia.
Lidham's Dental says many people lose a lot of confidence in themselves for having damaged or rotten teeth, which results in an unattractive smile. This afternoon, I spoke to Dr. Arnie Lidham's about Lidham's Dental's Teeth in a Day, transforming smiles and lives with a state-of-the-art process, providing patients with a new set of teeth with just a single visit to the practice. If you would like to learn more, Lidham's Dental representatives, they're in the interactive lounge right now, taking your calls off-air confidentially. Imagine that, a new smile and a new you in just 24 hours. So give the team a buzz on 8223 0000 or visit lidhamsdental.com.au.
Oh, come on, Rav. That wasn't a... He just died. Oh, shut up. Shut up! Wait, it's just $6.95 for a giant snack bag at KFC. Shut up and take my money! Let's go!
Not everywhere and not forever. Pick up only. Is there a God? What is the meaning of life? Do I actually need unlimited data to watch a few cat videos on my commute? Cute.
Question everything, especially your telco plan. Get the data you need at low prices with Aldi Mobile.
Did you know home care packages are available to residents aged 65 plus in Adelaide? Genu are experts with over 30 years experience, partnering with local providers, helping you get the best value from your home care package and enabling you to maintain independence in your own home. To find out more about Genu's home care packages today or how to transfer your existing package, call 1300 558 368 or visit genu.org.au. Genu, supporting you your way.
Ladies, is the need to wee all the time making your life a misery? Caruso's Wee Less to the rescue. Caruso's Wee Less relieves the annoying and inconvenient feeling that you need to go to the bathroom too often and supports bladder health and function. So if your need to wee all the time is getting in the way of enjoying life, try Caruso's Wee Less today. Caruso's Wee Less is made in Australia, comes with a money-back guarantee and is available from leading pharmacies and health food stores. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
$13.95, Adelaide's FIVEAA. This is Jade Robran.
Riding along in my automobile, my baby beside me at the wheel. I stole a kiss at the turn of a mile.
Welcome back to the Car Show. It is 19 minutes past 3 o'clock and we're also live streaming thanks to Foodland Supermarkets. Let's return to James Ward from drive.com.au. James, we've got Stephen in Norwood who's given you a buzz. Hi, Stephen.
Oh, hi there. Can you hear me?
Sure can.
Yeah, hi, James. You see a lot on the road, but you don't hear much about on the Volvo, the XC60. Can you tell me whether a reliable car and the versions that you recommend?
Yeah, no, look, the XC60 is a great little car. So it's the second generation now. It's been around for a little while. You can get them with a mild hybrid. You can get them with a plug-in electric hybrid. They're a very well-appointed car, very luxurious inside. You've got some of the best seats in the business if you like doing a bit of touring miles. But, of course, if you go for the previous generation, there was even some sporty ones in there. As always, when you're looking, especially if you're looking for a second-hand one, check its service history. Just make sure it has been well looked after by Volvo. But there's a lot to like about them. A lot of safety equipment, a lot of very family-friendly stuff. You've got a pop-up booster seat in the back row if you've got little kids that need to sit a little bit higher. Very easy to drive, very easy to live with as well. So I've had a lot of good times with the XC60s and highly recommend them.
Thanks, James.
Beautiful. Thank you, Stephen. We've got Jude on the line in Flagstaff Hill. Hello, Jude.
Hello, James. I would like to know about Honda ZR-V, the new model coming into the town.
Yeah. So this is the brand new. I guess it's bigger than an HR-V, but smaller than a CR-V in Honda's sort of SUV lineup. We haven't driven it yet. The launch is in a couple of weeks for us to have a look at. So Glenn will be heading to Sydney to drive that, and we'll have a review up very quickly. But from all accounts, it's a pretty good-looking thing. You're getting a nice balance of what's between, obviously, the HR-V and the CR-V. Honda's most recent stuff, which is the smaller HR-V and the new Civic, they're kind of really stepping up the level of quality that you're getting in the car. So from all accounts, it does look pretty good. I know quite a few people who've popped an order in and are keen to have a drive of one And in all accounts, you may actually get access to one at a Honda dealer before we have access to one ourselves.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Jim. Thanks.
Thanks, Jude, very much. And we've got a message here from Joey. He says, "Hi, James. What's better buying, a new ute, Hilux, etc., or a used Land Cruiser around that 70, 80K mark?"
Look, that's a great question. We see this a lot, especially if you're doing towing. A Land Cruiser is going to handle towing much more so than a second-hand Hilux or a Ranger or something like that will. And so it really comes down to your use. The Land Cruisers, so you've obviously got the Land Cruiser wagon. If you can get one of those that are well priced, they are a brilliant car. They're the backbone of Australia, particularly in regional areas. But the other Land Cruiser, the 70 series, is the one that sort of looks a bit old and is a bit rough around the edges, but is a tried and true performer. I've got to tell you, it's pretty rugged. If you know what you're getting into, you'll probably love it. But if you don't, it is like taking a step back in time. So do consider that before you have a look. But if you're wanting to tow heavy stuff, always take a Land Cruiser over a Hilux if you can. That said, if you're going to be spending a lot more time around town and sort of managing the sort of smaller streets and bits and pieces, a Hilux is still a pretty good way to go.
Sweet, thank you very much. If you'd like to talk to James from drive.com.au about any car questions, 8223 0000 is the number to call. Simon has done just that. Hey, Simon.
Good afternoon.
Howdy.
How are we going?
We're good.
Very well. Good. I just jumped into the car and heard your show on, and I just wanted to ask, because I am looking at a second-hand, probably a 6-year-old Land Rover Discovery Sport, and I'm just wondering about the different variants. And I mean, I know a bit about the different variants, but I'm just wondering if you have any particular thoughts on those things to look out for, or which variants you would recommend over others.
Look, on all of those, and particularly with the Land Rover stuff, check its service history. And it's just something that we always recommend. Some of the Range Rover products hasn't had the best run of reliability from some of the electrics, looking at around that sort of 6 to 7 year old mark. But the Land Rovers, honestly, the Discovery Sports were built pretty well when they came out. Do check and see that everything has been maintained, because they're a car that requires that maintenance. You need to look after them, and then you'll get years of happy motoring. But if you can find one that has had its proper service intervals, all the right things have been replaced, that's the car to look for. And again, you can make a choice if it's petrol or diesel and all of the different things between SSE, HSE for all the equipment bits and pieces. But yeah, make sure the car you're looking at has got a full and complete service history.
Because I had heard that the diesel particulate filter was a bit of an issue, but I think that is on all the diesels that do a bit of city driving, though, isn't it?
That's it. Like you're finding a car that's done a few extra miles versus one that hasn't been sort of, the overall mileage isn't really the biggest worry, especially with a diesel, because they get up to temperature and they burn off all that particulate there. If you're using a diesel and you just pop into the shops every now and then, the car doesn't get hot enough, and you do end up with those DPF problems. And again, just look at how it's been serviced. So if you find a car that's had every single service done, even if it has got higher Ks, arguably it's probably going to be a better car for you, because it's been driven more often and sort of better looked after in that aspect, particularly if you're looking for a diesel.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Good luck, Simon. Let us know how you get along. We've got Paul in Allenby Gardens. Hello, Paul.
Hello, how are you all?
Good, buddy.
Very well.
Just wanted to find out, diesel hybrids, is there anything on the horizon with them at all? Or?
Yes and no. So we saw one, Mercedes had one a couple of years ago, and it was the only one there for a while. But Toyota is looking at a couple. We're expecting to potentially get a mild hybrid diesel Hilux before too long. But it is an interesting one, and the technology works better, obviously, with the petrol-electric side of things. But the diesel-electric for sort of consumer applications, there's nothing quite ready and nothing sort of knocking on the block, because otherwise we would have seen it from Toyota by now, is my position. That said, we know that Toyota is looking at hybrid for Land Cruiser. We know they're looking at it for potentially even the Prado, which we saw last week as a Lexus get revealed. And we know that the next generation Hilux will have some form of hybridization there and will likely be a diesel. So we are waiting for that next step, but nothing quite there yet. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Paul. And we've got a message here from Greg who says, there is no way I can afford one, but I would love to know your thoughts on the new Lexus RX. Is it the 350h?
Yeah, so this is one of Lexus's brand new luxury large SUVs, the RX, and it's a funky looking thing. Like, it's a really cool looking car. They've really stepped up the interior. You've got some lovely, lovely appointments in there and a really big screen now. They're a very nice thing, and with the H on the end means it's hybrid and it's efficient to run. It's kind of the best of both worlds. So if you're a Lexus fan, you want something a bit flash, because you're talking six figures for one of these now, and you don't mind something big, the new RX is definitely worth a look at.
Ah, okay, cool. Did you get to test drive it?
I have. Well, we had one through the office here, and it was this beautiful kind of, like, it's a really weird colour to describe. It was like a metallic salmon.
Oh.
And I know that sounds a bit weird, but in the metal, it was pretty striking. You definitely wouldn't miss it, but it was a pretty impressive car.
They say that Lexuses are really good for bits and bobs, like for parts and for maintenance and those sorts of things, if you were to go for a luxury car. Is that true?
Yeah, and look, Lexus being part of Toyota, at some parts you feel, maybe it's not as special as one of the Europeans, but at the other side, they do everything so unbelievably well. You get a lot of repeat customers for Lexus, which kind of says it all, really, that people have a great experience. From all accounts, the ownership experience of a Lexus is what keeps people coming back. They're very well built, they're very reliable, and you may not have some of the whiz bangs that you get in a European prestige car, but in terms of that sort of get in and go year on year on year, they definitely don't disappoint. So if you're looking for something that is a bit swish, but is also really reliable and really well done, Lexus is always worth a look.
Let's quickly squeeze in Veronica's message. She says, is it true that there's a new VW Golf coming?
Yeah, so the next generation Golf, we're in Golf 8 at the moment. There is a facelift coming for that. We saw that just about a week ago. But the next Golf, per se, is probably going to be electric. So next year, Volkswagen will have their ID brand in Australia, which is, there's ID3, which is sort of the Golfy-sized car, ID4, which is like a Tiguan. These are full electrics, and that's where we may see that ninth generation Golf will quite possibly be a fully electric car. So expect a facelift to the current Golf, the eighth generation car, but the Volkswagen ID, that's where we'll see the most amount of development, and they will be the full electric cars, and we get them late this year, early next.
Brilliant. That was my first ever car. No, actually, no, that's a lie. Hyundai was, and then I saved up and I bought myself a Golf, and I loved it.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yep.
Look, I tell you what, they're over when did Golfs come out? In the 70s? They're constantly a good option, and you get a lot of car for your money.
You do. Thank you, James. Always great to chat with you.
Always a pleasure.
Have a great afternoon. That is James Ward from drive.com.au, and you can jump onto their website and have a look at a couple of those stories that we touched on just now. We're going to take a break, get today's headlines with Mel. Then on the other side, we're going to be joined by actor, well, one of our faves here, Kerry Armstrong. She's been an actress in our country for many, many years, starred in lots of telemovies, movies, and also on a lot of TV programs. But we're going to get to know her. She's starring tonight on the SBS program, Who Do You Think You Are? And then I have to award a winner, don't I? We're going to talk baby names. We're talking crazy, weird, bizarre, beautiful, all of the above names that you've come across in your time, because it's the FIVEAA's Best of SA, and we're all about celebrating and profiling some of the great brands in our state. And today we're celebrating Kirkbride Seafood. You can find the team there on Doothie Street in Unley. I've got a $100 voucher from Kirkbride Seafood, and also 2 tickets to our Best of SA dinner, which is on Friday night at the Adelaide Oval. So call in if you want to have a bit of a yarn about some weird and wacky and wonderful names that you've come across in your time. 8223 0000.
This is Adelaide's FIVEAA.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. There's been $1 million fire on Kangaroo Island. A restaurant in Penneshaw has been destroyed. Australia's political leaders have paused to acknowledge the victims of a fatal bus crash in the Hunter Valley. There are fresh calls for men to get tested for prostate cancer as the number diagnosed with the disease significantly outpaces population growth. And in sport, Ariane Titmus headlines the opening night of the World Championship trials and will be out to take back her 400-metre freestyle record. The FIVEAA forecast showers this afternoon, a shower or two tomorrow 17. Right now it's 15 degrees. We'll have more news at 4 and as it happens on FIVEAA.
The Barossa Valley is gorgeous, which is why it makes sense to make the Vine change to retirement living in Barossa Village, Angaston, Tanunda and Nuriutpa. It's the retirement lifestyle you deserve. And your pets too. Yes, your pets are your family, so you should never have to choose between your lifestyle and your beloved animals. Make the Vine change at Barossa Village, under an hour from the city. Find out more at barossavillage.org.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Get a bonus Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 and $100 gift card when you buy the Samsung Galaxy S23 mobile. Only $1,349. Spot clean spills in a flash with Bissell Carpet and Upholstery Cleaner. Hot deal, $177. Australian made value in the Sealy Posturepedic Hudson Foam Queen mattress. A low $1,299. Race in for massive savings on home office furniture like the Racetech Gaming Desk and Chair Package. Hot price $599. Harvey Norman clearance on now.
Go! Lidham's Dental says many people lose a lot of confidence in themselves from having damaged or rotten teeth, which results in an unattractive smile. This afternoon, I spoke to Dr. Arnie Lidham's about Lidham's Dental's Teeth in a Day, transforming smiles and lives with a state-of-the-art process, providing patients with a new set of teeth with just a single visit to the practice. If you would like to learn more, Lidham's Dental representatives are in the interactive lounge right now, and they're taking your calls confidentially off air. Imagine that, a new smile, a new you in just 24 hours. Give them a buzz on 8223 0000 or visit lidhamsdental.com.au.
Imagine if everything on your eBay wish list was yours. Nice thought, isn't it? This end of financial year, eBay is turning your want list into your got list with millions of items on sale. See ebay.com.au. T's and C's apply, limited time only.
You want to shut out the wind and rain in winter, or the sun, flies and mozzies in summer, but you don't want to sacrifice your view. Then you need Phantom Screens. For protection from sun, wind and rain all year round, Phantom's SA-made outdoor motorised blinds can span up to 12 metres wide. They offer effortless automation, a blind that's there 1 minute and gone the next. From the hills to the coast and everywhere in between, choose Phantom Screens. Get inspired online at phantomscreens.com.au.
How far would you go for your dream kitchen? And how far would you go to not deal with organising all the trades? How about 15 minutes up the freeway to Balhanna Kitchens by Design? 2, the largest showroom in the Adelaide Hills. Custom build your dream with our award-winning designers. Plus, we can manage the installation and all sub-trades at a fixed price. Balhanna Kitchens by Design. It's not too far to go to make your dream a reality. balhannakitchens.com.au.
Jade Robran on 1395, Adelaide's FIVEAA.
Woohoo! One of the best bands, aren't they? 25 minutes to 4 o'clock. Of course, after 4 o'clock, it's the sports show with Rowie and Timmy G. We're live streaming thanks to Foodland Supermarkets. And as I mentioned before the break, we are celebrating the best of SA, and the 2023 baby name report was released today. And also, our Premier Peter Malinauskas and his beautiful wife have announced that they are expecting their 4th baby.
Never know, it might be a little Connor Rose. No. No, we'll wait and see. We feel very blessed. Obviously, it's full on, but we both like the idea of big families, so to have 4 children is a real blessing. No, they're very, very excited. Our 3-year-old has actually taken to it by asking lots of questions, sometimes questions that are hard to answer to a 3-year-old.
I love that so much. The joys of babies and answering all those delicate questions. But Uncle Connor Rosie, well, there you go. You never know. That'll be on the list. Connor, baby Connor. If it's a little boy, what if it's a little girl? Connorette? Who knows? Let's talk to Jenny in Para Hills. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jade. When I had my son many years ago now, his name was Christopher and his second name was James. So Christopher James, which was very ordinary. And but the name that was down a couple in the birth notices in the advertiser was I can never forget it, and it's over 40 years ago. His name was Cranston Marmaduke McPhedran.
What?
Yep. And
that's a bit hoity-toity.
Isn't it? Yeah, Cranston Marmaduke McPhedran. And it's a name that I've always remembered it. And when I cut out his birth notice, I wanted to cut out the one underneath because I didn't think anyone would believe me, that anyone would call their child that.
It sounds like a gourmet sausage.
It was, put it this way, it was a bit bizarre, but it was definitely the wackiest name I've ever heard.
Oh, Jenny, that is beautiful. Thank you. Hi, Jodie.
Hi, how are you?
Well, thanks.
Good. Yes, I don't like the new names like Apple and those weird ones. I like old names like James and Christine and just the old names that they have, you know. So when my son was born, which was 33 years ago, before he was born, we could only agree on a girl's name, which was Sarah. Mm-hmm. And then I changed my mind and I wanted Adelaide from Adelaide. So my husband was like, no way. So I said to him, all right, well, what was your grandfather's in that name then? Because we couldn't agree on a boy's name. Yeah. And he went through the list and he goes, oh, Sam. And I said, that's it. And he goes, oh, well, it's Samuel. I said, yep, that's the name. Anyway, we ended up having a boy and calling him Samuel. And my husband spelled it, well, what my son says is wrong. Yeah. So he spelled it with U-A-L instead of E-L.
Oh, yes, the spelling.
So he's stuck with the different spelling.
Oh.
And he gets most upset when people spell it wrong.
Oh, sugar. Well, it's not too late to change it, I guess.
He could too, couldn't he?
Oh, he could. You know, Carrie Bickmore and also Adam Goods, the footballer, they called their, well, not that they're together, separately, they called their daughters Adelaide, and they're both from Adelaide. So there you go.
They are. I know, Goody's awesome.
Absolutely. Jodie, thanks so much. Say hi to Samuel for us. And let's go now to Kelly in Dry Creek. Hello, Kelly.
Hello, how are you going?
Good, thanks.
Good. I just wanted to ring up just a bit of fun of how I named my daughter.
Yes.
Because as my name is Kelly, so I did the K-E-L, and then I was a Pisces, so I went with the water sign and put the S-E-A as like the ocean, so I went with Kelsey.
Oh, very clever.
Yeah, so it's sort of all about me, but it's her name, so.
So it should be. Yeah. Hey, we carry them, we birth them. So, okay, so if she's writing her name down, name down in class, how's it spelt?
It's K-E-L-S-E-A.
S-E-A. Ah, well, that's
so
very
like
clever.
The ocean is water, so S-E-A.
Ah, I like what you've done there. That's very imaginative. Thank you, Kelly. Hello, Peter.
Hey, Jade, how are you?
Good, buddy.
Firstly, apologies first about the noise. I'm just on a job site, so we're just listening to you on site here.
Oh, g'day, fellas.
Coming up in conversation, everyone's laughing in the background. So there's a work colleague of mine's got, and he didn't want me to call, but he's embarrassed, but it's all right, we won't know who he is. He's got 3 kids. He had 2 boys and a girl, and we actually, we didn't know this until today. So he had a girl and he called her Victoria.
Yeah.
And he had 2 boys, one called Jack and one called Jimmy. And we just found out today that Victoria's after VB. And then Jack and Jim are actually after, and Jimmy are actually after, obviously, Jack Daniels and Jim Beam.
Absolutely. So, there is a thread there.
So just, everyone's laughing in the background here. But,
so if he has a 4th, it might be Smirnoff or something.
Who knows? Who knows?
Or Cooper.
Yeah, that's right. Not a bad effort,
eh? Very good. Thanks for calling in, Peter. Oh, he'll be embarrassed. Hello, Marilyn.
Hello.
Hi. What's some funny names that you've come across in your time?
Not funny names. To me, they're unusual. My great-grandchildren is Gigi, Xavier, and Grayson.
Okay. So now...
But they're all beautiful.
Oh, now, have you had to learn to love these names, or when they were born, were you like, oh, that's unusual?
Yeah, that's right. That's unusual, but yeah, they grow on you. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, I love that. I reckon that would be one of the most awkward situations you could find yourself in, being a grandparent, and then, oh, here's your grandchild, here's Gigi, and you're like, oh, that's lovely. You'd know straight away, wouldn't you? The reaction in the room would just be like, whoop. All right, Mark, hello.
Howdy. Back when GPs used to deliver babies, my dad delivered a son to Mr. and Mrs. Lamb, and they wanted to call him Sean.
Oh, they didn't.
Dad said, you can't. They said, look, Sean's a lovely name. He said, yeah, but... then the penny dropped for them.
Sean the sheep. That's like that calamari.
Yeah, very much.
How did they... So this baby's been cooking now for 9 months, and that no one in their inner circle, or maybe they weren't brave enough to actually call them out.
Yeah, Dad was often the first one to find out what the inner sanctum thinking was on the names, but yeah, on this occasion, and he usually rode with whatever they wanted, but on this occasion he said, you just can't do that.
No, I am vetoing that. I'm putting a stop to it. Thank goodness for your dad, Mark. Thank you very, very much. Now, we are going to take a very short break. We will be back soon.
It's time to celebrate great South Australian businesses, and you'll find the very best in FIVEAA's Best of SA.
Nothing shakes your foundations more than discovering a pest infestation at home. Some pest inspectors are okay to find them, but not qualified to get rid of them. Pest Inspect Australia can manage all your pests. They are the most qualified team in the nation. Go to pestinspectaustralia.com.au.
The Best of SA, thanks to major sponsor Maxima and Adelaide's FIVEAA.
Welcome to REA Claims. You're speaking with Kim. How can I help you?
Hi, I've backed my car into a pole.
Was it a Stobie pole?
It was a Stobie pole on Colin Grove Avenue in Broadview.
Oh, near the Lawn Bowls Club.
Yeah.
I know the one.
How do you know that one?
When you have RAA Comprehensive Car Insurance, your claims are always handled right here in SA. RAA, helping you every day to keep on moving on. T's and C's apply. Consider the PDS and TMD. Product issued by RAA Insurance, available from RAA.
As we all know, SA is going through a housing crisis right now. But McGain Real Estate really want to help. If you're a landlord looking to sell your property, but you're feeling a bit guilty about disrupting an awesome tenant, McGain have landlords ready to purchase your property and keep that tenant in place. The team at McGain have hundreds of landlords ready to buy investment properties, so there's no need to stress about asking the tenant to move out or waiting for the lease to end. Visit mcgain.com.au.
Lidham's Dental says many people lose a lot of confidence in themselves from having damaged or rotten teeth, which results in an unattractive smile. This afternoon I spoke to Dr. Arnie Lidhams about Lidham's Dental's Teeth in a Day, transforming smiles and lives with a state-of-the-art process, providing patients with a new set of teeth with just a single visit to the practice. If you'd like to learn more, Lidham's Dental representatives are in the interactive lounge taking your calls off air right now. Imagine that, a new smile and a new you in just 24 hours. Call up on 8223 0055 or visit lidhamsdental.com.au.
Let New Zealand take your breath away on an exclusive 17-day getaway with Holiday Wonders Mitcham. Fly direct from Adelaide with Air New Zealand and experience the best of what the North and South Islands have to offer, with meals, accommodation and so much more included, and more highlights than any comparable New Zealand trips. Right now, it's our best value ever. Save up to $980 per couple. Call now or visit holidaywonders.com.au. Holiday Wonders, Belair Road, Mitcham.
Treat yourself to a winter getaway and unlock something extraordinary, a complimentary minibar. Book direct with participating SA Weekend Escapes hotels this winter and enjoy a free minibar upon arrival. Discover some of South Australia's hidden gems, from Berry to Victor Harbour to Kangaroo Island and more. Immerse yourself in picturesque landscapes, indulge in gourmet delights and embrace unique experiences. Visit saweekendescapes.com.au to unlock your free minibar and embrace the magic of South Australia.
Oh, you're gardening now? How am I supposed to work? Oh, shut up! Wait, KFC are doing 8 wicked wings for just $8 online.
Shut up and take my money!
Not everywhere an offer ever. Order online and pick up only.
Jade Robran, talking Adelaide on 1395 FIVEAA.
Welcome back to Afternoons. It is 3:46 and we're live streaming, all thanks to Foodland Supermarkets. Great to be back with you and having a bit of a laugh about some of the more unusual names that we've come across in our time. For your chance to win a $100 voucher from Kirkbright Seafood and also 2 tickets to our Best of SA dinner. It's on this Friday night at Adelaide Oval. You can call us about some fun and fabulous names that you've come across in your time. But now, I want to ask you guys if you've ever looked into where you've come from, as in, jumped onto Ancestry.com. Now, I haven't, but I would love to, and I'm a big fan of the show on SBS called Who Do You Think You Are? Now, our next guest, Aussie actor Kerry Armstrong. She starred in many hits, Lantana, also Sea Change, but tonight she'll delve into where she comes from. She's joining us while cruising around Melbourne.
Hi, Jade. How you going?
I'm well, thank you. Now, before all of this, who did you think you were?
Oh, I thought I was, hopefully going to be, an explorer, someone who was here. I was hoping for some history of, First Nations history, but it turned out there was a lot of sort of Scottish, and I'd say fairly adventurous women. So that would